Hello everyone, this is a D Pharmacy Pharmaceutics 1 Plus subject code 1.1T Unit 5. Today we are going to discuss another key factor which is responsible for immunity, and that is antibody formation. We know that the nature has given us a further protection from microorganisms by forming substances which are known as antibodies. The antibodies can be defined as the substances formed in the body in response to the presence of foreign proteins and certain other materials in the tissues. The production of antibodies in the body is stimulated by the invasion of pathogenic microorganisms. The nature of the antibodies depends upon the manner in which the pathogenic microorganism produce their harmful effects. For this purpose, the pathogenic microorganisms is generally divided into either bacteria producing exotoxin or bacteria producing endotoxin. We'll discuss this bacteria producing exotoxin and the bacteria producing endotoxin one by one. First of all, in case of bacteria producing exotoxin, during their growth, some pathogenic bacteria form poisonous substances which diffuse through the bacterial cell wall into the medium in which the bacteria's growth is taking place. Bacteria growth is taking place. Hence, it is called as exotoxin. The reason behind calling it exotoxin is that the poisonous substance is diffusing out of the bacterial cell and it is coming into the medium, which is where the bacterial growth is taking place. So that's why it is called as exotoxins. These toxins are carried to all parts and thus it produces harmful effects. In response to these toxins, human body produces antibodies to neutralize its effects. The antibodies which are capable of neutralizing the exotoxins are called as antitoxin. And next, that is bacteria producing endotoxin. These are the toxins that are produced by some pathogenic microorganism which does not diffuse through the bacterial cell wall, but it remains in the cell of the bacteria and therefore it is called as endotoxins. Endotoxins are liberated only when the bacteria are disintegrated. In such case, antibodies produced should be very effective against such bacteria. They should reduce disintegration to the maximum, to the minimum, so that the minimum amount of endotoxin will be liberated. These antibodies again are named according to their different mode of actions. And these bacteria producing endotoxin, we have seen that there are again four different kind of antibodies are observed depending on their mode of action. They are opsonins, agglutinins, precipitin, and bacteriolysin. So first of all, opsonins. Opsonins are antibodies which make the bacteria more susceptible to phagocytosis. So they are called as opsonins. Agglutinins are those antibodies which cause agglutination of the bacteria. So they are called as agglutinins. Precipitin means they are antibodies which precipitate the endotoxins and hence they are called as precipitin. Bacteriolysins are the antibodies which prepares the bacteria for lysis. So they are called as bacteriolysin. We know that The blood and the body fluid, it contains a substance which is known as complement. The complement is a complex of several components and which is non-specific. The complements are responsible for the lysis, but it cannot act until the organism has combined with their specific bacteriolysins, and the effect of the complement is complementary. If we see the bacteria, if they're combining with specific bacteriolysin, the bac- lysis of bacteria does not take place. If we see the bacteria is combining with complement, in that case also we have seen that lysis of bacteria is not taking place. But if we see the bacteria is combining with specific bacteriolysins and complement, in that case only you have seen that lysis of bacteria is taking place. The antibody which are antagonistic to viruses and rickettsia can be produced by the body, but often with modes of action different from the antibacterial antibody. So that's all for this class. In next class, I will be discussing the different types of immunity. Thank you.